A Story from American History, The Trail of Tears. English version. The story of the Trail of Tears in the 1830s is one of the most tragic examples of systemic injustice and state-sanctioned exploitation in American history. While not an instance of European colonial powers draining wealth abroad, it represents the forcible removal of sovereign Native American nations from their ancestral lands by the U.S. government and white settlers. This catastrophe was driven by the hunger for land and resources. By the early 19th century, five major Native American tribes, the Cherokee, Muskogee, Creek, Seminole, Chickasaw, and Choctaw, often called the five civilized tribes, had established successful organized societies. They occupied valuable fertile land in the southeastern United States, which was ideal for the booming cotton cultivation industry. The immense demand for this fertile land, fueled by the expansion of chattel slavery, led to relentless pressure from white settlers. In 1830, President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act, which mandated the forced relocation of these tribes from their homes east of the Mississippi River to Indian Territory, present-day Oklahoma. Despite legal challenges, including a victory by the Cherokee Nation in the U.S. Supreme Court, Worcester versus Georgia, 1832, President Jackson ignored the ruling. The result was the Trail of Tears. Between 1830 and 1838, tens of thousands of Native Americans were forced from their homes at gunpoint by the U.S. military. They were marched hundreds of miles, often in freezing weather and without adequate food, clothing, or rest. The journey was devastating, with estimates suggesting over 4,000 Cherokee people alone died from disease, starvation, and exhaustion. The ancestral lands, homes, and collective wealth of these nations, including successful farms, were immediately seized and redistributed to white settlers. The Trail of Tears is a story of a government using its power to dispossess an entire population of their most valuable asset, their land, to enrich another, leaving a legacy of injustice that fundamentally shaped the modern map and economy of the United States.